Tēnā tātou, ka tuahau ki runga ki te mihi atu ki a koutou, o te hui nei. Ki a koutou katoa, ka kawi ahau te whakaaro me te aroha o te whānui o Ngaitahu. Nō reira tēnā koutou, a tēnā tātou katoa. So how can organisations, including local government, grow their partnerships with iwi, honouring the Treaty of Waitangi? There can be little doubt that the earthquakes have sped up Ngaitahu's rise to prominence in city affairs. In drawing up the rebuild and recovery legislation, the government gave us the legislative right to be a participant, to be consulted, and this was helpful. But I think the reason it really occurred was that it was driven by some right-minded people in our community, leaders who expected public servants to take their obligations seriously, leaders who were courageous enough to embrace a new way of acting, of thinking. These were people who wanted the new city to be reflective of both Ngaitahu and Pākehā culture, who understood that both histories, both sets of values needed to be reflected. It was fortunate also that Ngaitahu was post-settlement and that we had resources of our own to contribute. We were organised and willing to take up our treaty partner responsibility. We found the people to go on the committees, the steering groups and technical advisory groups. So timing and resource was extremely important and still is. A good example of how we are working with local government is our ever-improving relationship with Environment Canterbury. When the Crown replaced the elected members of ECAN with commissioners, part of the terms of reference included building a better relationship with us. This obligation is something that the commissioners have approached with genuine desire, and we have built a very strong and positive relationship over the past 6 years. And I would like to pay particular tribute to Dame Margaret, who is retiring and who committed to an improved relationship from the moment she began her tenure. We highly value our seat around the table at ECAN, which will increase to 2 after the next elections. We also value the agreement and the resourcing the Council has put in place to support our growing relationship, something we would like to see replicated around our tribal area. I was asked or told that you were going to ask me a question at the end. Is there more we could be doing to enhance our treaty partnership with iwi in our region? Yes, there is. Have a relationship with us. We're not the enemy, we're you. We're the community. You just have to look at me. I'm English-Danish on my mother's side, I'm Māori on my father's. And it's interesting being of a mixed marriage, the questions you get asked. I was invited by KPMG to come to the AMP show. I turn up to be immediately asked, could I give a talk to all the farmers on the Māori values? Shocked me really, but I stood up and said to the farmers, it might not be obvious, but I've got Pākehā blood. My mother is English-Danish, my father is Māori. I've been asked to explain to you the Māori values and they're very complicated, so listen carefully. When my father talked about whanaungatanga, my mother talked about family. When my father talked about manaakitanga, my mum talked about hosting. When my father talked about kaitiakitanga, my mum talked about guardianship or stewardship. When my father would talk about tuhungatanga, my mother would talk about gathering expertise. When my father talked about rangatiratanga, my mum would talk about acting in a chiefly manner. Very complicated, aren't they, these values? I think we have to all remember we're part of a nation, this nation called New Zealand. We've all grown up together. I see the Mayor of Kaikoura sitting in the organisation. I've known him all his life. He's probably known of me and my family all my life. We're not that far apart, and we've got to stop this nonsense of being divided and actually come together as community to work together for the whole community. So again, is there more we could be doing to enhance our treaty partnership with iwi in our region? Yes, there is. Come and have a talk and a relationship because we want it. Kia ora tātou.